Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. I am so excited. Today's video is going to be playing with the new Bejeweled palette from Bella Beauty Bar. I feel like I have fingerprints all over this reflective packaging. But I'm going to be playing with the new Bejeweled palette. This palette is actually launching today, the day this video is getting uploaded. It'll be launching on November 17th at 12 p.m. EST, and you can use my affiliate code battybean to save on their site. I love Bella Beauty Bar, especially ever since they stepped up their matte formula this year. They've just become one of my favorite brands. I feel like they come out with really cool color stories, and I'm just so excited to see what more the brand does in the future. I'm really excited to dive into this palette specifically and play with it with you guys. I'll be doing close-ups, swatches, all that good stuff. I'll be creating the look that you see right here, and I also do intend on doing another look with this over on Instagram and YouTube Shorts as soon as I'm able to. Hopefully within the next couple days, but fingers crossed, we'll see. Bella Beauty Bar, thank you so much for sending this palette my way so I could play with it early for you guys. This video is not sponsored. I'm making this on my own free will, and I'm very excited to share it with you. Before we get into it, as far as my accessories go, unfortunately, I have no answers for you. These were a gift, and I don't know where they're from. So without further ado, let's just hop in, dive into the palette, chat about it, do swatches, all the things, and then we'll get into the look. I love this like rainbowy packaging. I mean, I have fingerprints all over it, but it's so cute. And then on the inside, we have 20 rich, delicious, deep jewel tone shades. I love a rich, like grungy jewel tone. It's one of my favorite things, and this is full of them. We have greens, teals, blues, purples, reds. It is just so rich and yummy and just delicious. We have two really smooth multi-chromes, but everything else is like a very like glitzy, shifty, sparkly magic. I'm super excited about this. I think there's so many possibilities, especially if you love these kinds of tones the way I do. This is easily going to become one of my favorites from the brand. I can feel it now. It's just such a beautiful palette. Really excited to play with it again. I mean, obviously I love the look I created today, but I really want to take on these like rich teals and blues. They just look so beautiful. These two shades in particular, I don't know what it is, but they just look mouth-watering to me. This multi-chrome here, I've dug my finger in it, as you can see, but I'm excited to slather that all over my lid. I'm super excited. So there's the swatches for you. If you are into jewel tones at all, this palette will be right up your alley. But for now, let's just move on in, create the look, and then I'll chat some more about my overall thoughts so far at the end. All right, friends, good morning. I do have my windows open because it's the most just lovely, crispy morning today. So if you hear wind and other outdoor ambiance, just enjoy it. Let's enjoy it together. We're gonna get into playing with this palette, the Bejeweled palette by Bella Beauty Bar. I am so excited. I literally have no choice. I have to use red obsidian. It's just so pretty. It's such a gorgeous like red, purple, like multi-chrome situation. I don't even think I can capture it. It's just so cool. And I really want that slathered all over my lid. So I think what I wanna do is do kind of like a purple into red matte blown out creasy situation, and then that smeared all over. I'll probably do a pop of like red shimmer on the lower lash line and like some other purples. It's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna prime first with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip, and we'll get into it. All right, primed and ready to go. Let's start with Garnet. This is gonna be kind of our in-between matte color. I'm gonna use that with this Sigma brush, the E28, just kind of like a big packing brush. But I just wanna use this to really pounce this kind of in that outer corner and start just kind of dragging it throughout the crease. I'm just using very little pressure right now. I don't want this to get blown up too fast, so this builds up beautifully. Such a good red. I don't know, I was just so inspired to do like a reddy purple look today. I feel like I sleep on red a lot of the time, but I mentioned this in a recent video where I played with a red because there was a red available, but I feel like red just isn't always super prevalent in palettes. I feel like people just don't use red very much. So the times that I do get to use it, it gets really exciting because I'm like, oh, I haven't used red in a minute. That's really pretty. So not really doing a lot of blending yet, really just kind of pouncing this, heavy focus in that outer corner, and then I'm just kind of like inching it about halfway across through the crease. Something kind of like that. And then obviously I'll use other shades to build that up. I also want to take and really smudge this under that lower lash line, pretty much all the way across. I am going to put some shimmer under there, but I can put the mattes pretty much everywhere as well. All right, off to a good start. I want to go ahead and use Cherry Opal, this brighter red. I'm going to use that on this Alter Ego number 3 brush. I'm just grabbing literally the tiniest bit of it, like there's barely anything on this brush. And I'm gonna hold the end of my brush so that my pressure is really light and gentle. And I'm just very softly just gonna start working at the edge of this darker red. Again, I just don't want this to get too out of control. This is a very like bold, rich, jewel toned kind of palette. There aren't like light shades in here, which I love, but I don't want to have to like reach into something else to blend this out. So I'm just going to use very light pressure, use little bits of it, and just kind of use the shades to blend themselves out. It can be done. You don't need a light shade in every palette, guys. You can make it work. It's all about the level of pressure and saturation and all things. We don't need a beige in every palette. And if you need a beige, that's fine, but grab it from a different palette. I love seeing palettes like this that didn't get, in my opinion, ruined by a beige. I mean, it wouldn't have ruined it, that's dramatic, but you know what I mean. It would have just taken away from something else that's so special. And this is honestly blending really well, especially for like reds. Reds and purples have so much pigment to them. This is working beautifully though. I feel like this blended out flawlessly in my opinion. I love that. I'm honestly just obsessed with this already. It's so cute. I do want to take a little bit of pink tourmaline actually and kind of pop that in the front before I deepen up the crease more. This is just an old Lmao Cosmetics brush. I just think this splash of like fuchsia will be really cute. Again, I just grabbed a really tiny bit of it so that I can start building it up slowly and then add more. That's cute. A little splash of fuchsia in there. A little pinky purple moment. I love it. So I'm just gonna build this up in this inner crease, up toward my brow, and then just kind of let it fade in toward the reds. Next, I want to take this beautiful dark purple. I'm just going to use this little Blend Bunny B1 brush. And I just want to use this to add even more depth to this outer corner and lower lash line of this look. I'm not going to stretch this out super far. I just want to make this like outer pocket really, really nice and deep. I'm loving this so much. I'm so happy right now. Kind of smushing this all up on that lower lash line, making sure it connects out here. And then I'm just gonna kind of go through my previous brushes. Like I'm gonna take a little bit more garnet, that first dark red, on that first brush, and just kind of lightly tippy tap right on top of that purple, just to get it like nice and smudgy as we inch outwards. Same with that lower lash line, just gonna kind of smudge this placement around. And I'll take just a teensy bit more of Cherry Opal, the brighter red, and do kind of the same thing, just very lightly fluffing it outward. I really like this crease action. I think that's really pretty. All right, moving on to some shimmer. I'm gonna take my NYX glitter primer. As you know, I use some form of glitter glue with every shimmer ever. Just gonna use my little fingers today. Do you hear the chicken, or the rooster I should say? We have this rooster in like the neighborhood across the street, and I don't think he knows how to be a rooster. Like he will start doing his little cock-a-doodle-doo first thing in the morning, but he'll also do it like throughout the day until 3 p.m. I don't really mind it though. I think he's cute. He's a vibe. All right, Red Obsidian. It is time. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh yes. Oh, that's exactly what I needed. Actually, I think I'm just gonna leave it on the outer half, because then we could use something else on the inner portion. I think that sounds like a stellar idea, to be honest with you. This is such a pretty multi-chrome. I can't. It's just so rich and dark and amazing. I'm just gonna kind of go through and make sure that edge is smudged really nicely before we go in with our next shimmer. I think maybe this shimmer purple would be cute in the front. Let's give it a try, shall we? I mean, I honestly don't think anything we do would be bad because these colors are just so good. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I'm just gonna kind of let that fade into that multi-chrome, and then just gonna use my fuchsia brush from before just to make sure that is blending nicely. All right, next for that lower lash line, I want to use Star Ruby and just kind of smudge some of that in that front part of my lower lash line. This is just a Spectrum A12 brush. I'm going to just kind of smudge this right up against that lower lash line. Just really smudge that out. Cute. Love a really good metallic red. We don't see it enough. It's just so pretty. Focusing it mostly in the front, and then as I have less product, I'm kind of just like inching it backward. I'm just gonna kind of go down my my brushes I used with that lower lash line. Just kind of making sure everything blends nicely. So for my inner corner, there isn't really a highlight shade in this palette per se. And I mean, I could do like another pop of like a darker color, but I really want something light to like bring this look to life a little bit more. And I have this liquid shadow from Unearthly that I haven't tried yet. It's called Thorn. So I thought maybe we could use some of that as the inner corner today. Let's just see what happens. I'm just taking this e.l.f. J. Kissa brush from a million years ago, just popping some of it on the brush first. And then I'm just gonna lightly pat this. Ooh, that's actually quite lovely. Just gonna do that again, just kind of build it up slowly. That is really cute, actually. I like that a lot. I grab some more. And I want to do my brow bone as well, because why not? It's gorgeous. I feel like it's actually a really smooth liquid shadow. I thought it would be like more glittery, but no, that's really nice. I mean, not that I'm opposed to glitter, you guys know me. All right, here we are. I love this. I think it's so rich and enchanting. I think this is so pretty. So I'm gonna finish this up, throw on my lashes, probably a metallic red eye pencil to go with the vibe, something on my lips, and I'll be back when I'm complete. Here's the final look. I love this. I just love this mixture of all the reds and purples. I just think it's so rich and enchanting. I feel like a glamorous vampire. I love it. I love it a lot. Yeah, pencil I threw in is Be My BB from ColourPop, just a really rich metallic red, and I just feel like it made that lower lash line pop even more. These lashes are Flirt from Bright Lashes, and then on my lips I went with the Pink Slip pencil from Lawless and the Rosy Outlook gloss from Lawless over top. I just wanted kind of a glossy pinky neutral lip. I didn't want anything too bold to take away from the eyes. So yeah, super happy. I hope you like this look too. Let's zoom out and I'll give you my thoughts so far. Thank you so much for being here and watching my video. I had so much fun creating this look. I'm gonna be so happy wearing this for the rest of the day. I just think it's so magical. But let's chat about it, shall we? We've played with 4 mattes. We played with both of these and both of these. The rooster's going off again. Super pretty. I feel like they performed really well. And again, I just remember a time when reds and purples were so finicky to work with. And these were a dream. These blended out so easy. I didn't have to dip into like a lighter shade personally. I just changed up my pressure, used cleaner brushes, and it worked like a charm. I'm so impressed. I love this red obsidian shade in the outer half of my lid. I think that's so rich and just dynamic. Then we use these two as well, and I just think they're so pretty. I love that metallic red on the lower lash line. I just think there's a lot of possibilities with this. I think this one is gorgeous. I think this was a great launch from the brand, and I'm excited to see what you guys think. I'm excited to see everybody's looks. I am excited to play with this again, and I think this was a great launch. If you made it to the end of this video, leave some Bejeweled themed emojis. I know there's like a diamond in there. You could leave jewel toned emojis. Leave whatever speaks to you. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm battybean there as well. Also, you can join my channel memberships. The link to sign up will be down below. You'll get fun little perks, including a members only video once a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye. Kanade. Yeah? Yeah? Did you want to say hello? Come on, you gotta pay the cat tax. You look beautiful today.